put your hand underneath the comb and then spray a little bit of foam wrap on the comb like so, and just brush it in. What up everybody? My name is Yvonne Daly. I'm a New York City freelancer and Mizani artist and educator. As a New York City freelancer, I primarily work on photo shoots, styling hair for print imagery. As a Mizani artist and educator, I teach my fellow hairstylists how to take care of all things texture. Today I'm going to show you how I style my texture type 1 hair. I'm going to put some texture into my hair by creating some volume at my roots and then using a hot tool at the end to create some nice loose waves. So the first thing I'm going to do is tell you what tools you're going to need to accomplish this look. Of course, once we wash our hair, we're going to use a nice detangler brush. My good friend Jamal Edmonds and fellow Mizani artist has this beautiful brush. It's called the Texture Tamer. This is phenomenal for any texture type. I have this band on the back of it right now because it gives it kind of a durability to it. But if you are working with higher curls, you can actually take this band out and it gives it a movability and it gets through the curls very nicely and distributes the products beautifully. The next brush you're gonna need is a heat safe paddle brush. I'm gonna use that just towards my ends to get my hair dry very quickly. And then at the top of my head, I'm going to use a round brush, your traditional round brush. Then once I do get to the top of the head and I'm using my round brush, I'm going to set my hair in 2 Velcro rollers and let it cool down before I start curling my hair with my wand. The wand I'm going to use today is a Hot Tools wand. I love this wand because it has a diminishing diameter. It really mimics the natural curl pattern. And once you have a wand that looks like this and kind of gets from larger to smaller, it will really mimic the natural curls and your hair won't look too like kind of Shirley Temple-y or contrived. And then of course you're going to need your blow dryer of choice. And then where would we be without some nice clips? These Sam Vila ones are some of my favorites. I do have to wash my hair quite often because it is so straight and can get oily very quickly. My hair also is color treated. I'm not actually a natural redhead. I use Redken Color Extend shampoo just to ensure that my hair color doesn't fade. That's gonna be my first step, obviously. And then we're gonna use Mizani Miracle Milk. This is my favorite Mizani product because any human on the planet that's got hair in their head can use this product. I use this to detangle and it's gonna be my prep product. The next product I will use will be Mizani Foam Wrap. I'm gonna put that just in the mohawk section of my hair, like a mousse, to give myself some volume and hold. My blowout cream is going to be from our ThermoSmooth line. This is Sleek Guard. This can also be used in any texture type. And then the final product that I'm going to use once my hair is blow dried and curled is my Lived In finishing spray. This is phenomenal. It will give you a matte finish on the hair and it's gonna give you a nice hold. It's the first time that I ever can blow dry my hair and style it and then sleep on it and then wear it the next day because of this product. I truly love this. It's my favorite texturizing spray on the market. It doesn't give it too hard of a crunch or a hold, and it really can prolong the longevity of your style. I'm all washed, she's ready. I'm gonna grab my first product, Mizani Miracle Milk. You always wanna start when you're doing your hair, spraying at the bottom first. I'm gonna kinda split my hair in two here. This 1, 2. I like to flip most of my hair to one side and then hold it up really high. Just one spritz and it's a nice mist. It will kind of get everywhere. And the most neglected spot in hair is kind of this interior. So I just put it in a half ponytail, twist it, hold it up, and then just spray right here. You're gonna grab your detangling brush of choice. And again, start at the ends and work your way up. And the next thing is gonna be some foam wrap. To apply your foam wrap, you're gonna wanna take your detangling brush and make sure all of your hair is going back. Then you'll take a comb of choice and your foam wrap. Put your hand underneath the comb and then spray a little bit of foam wrap on the comb like so. And just brush it in. I pat it down a little bit at first and then brush it in. In order to know how much of your blow dry cream you wanna put in your hair, grab your hair like this. Once you pull your hand all the way down like that, you'll see in this circle, that's kind of how much product you're gonna need for that ponytail. I only need personally about that much. Then I will take both my hands, rub them together. I like to get it in between my fingers and a little bit even on top. And then you wanna take your hands like combs and kind of open them up a little bit and go through your hair like so. Always starting at the bottom and working your way up. This is gonna be your heat protectant. The Miracle Milk we've used earlier is also gonna be your heat protectant. And considering how fine my hair is, if I put this kind of up closer to my root, it's gonna weigh it down. But if you have a little bit thicker hair, you can obviously bring it up. Also, we're gonna go thumbs in, half ponytail. And when I'm doing this with my fingers, I'm actually putting the product on the rest of this section, working it all the way down because it's all over my hands. Put it in a little bit bun just to hold, and then get it through here too. We are ready to blow dry. When I blow dry my hair, I do what I call kind of a rough dry. I'm gonna start focusing on building volume at the root when I start. I'm not gonna use a brush just yet. I'm gonna use my hand. Your hand is one of your best tools when you're blow drying your hair. You wanna be sure that you have a nozzle or a concentrator on your blow dryer. If you don't have a concentrator or a nozzle, the hair will just go out in a big plume and it won't have a nice direction. Easiest way to get good volume out of your hair is heat and tension. You just put your fingers in, open, right at the root, with tension, pull it up. Once you have your hair like this, in this manner, you just put your blow dryer right in there and concentrate it. I have all of my roots dry now. I'm gonna work on building volume at the crown in the mohawk section. I'm gonna take my roller and place it inside of my part. So I know personally I like to part on this side. When you part on the side of your hair, it's a good trick to go to the high point of the eyebrow and then kind of go up. Mine will look a little bit off center. If you're gonna part in the center, you can put your rollers there. So my part's gonna be here, so my roller's just gonna be a little bit off like that. I'm gonna hold the roller, find the edge of it. This doesn't have to be too pin straight. We're not going for a really highly stylized look here. We're gonna just go for nice and organic and lived in. The roller back up, and I know my edge of my roller is gonna be there. I'm gonna take my clip and use that to section. Once I have both sides of the section, I'm gonna go across at the high point of my hair because I know I'm just gonna go 2 rollers back. That's all the hair that's gonna be in the 2 rollers. I'm gonna brush them forward, take my detangling brush, brush that part forward, flip it away. The rest of my hair now, I'm gonna grab and just loosely put in a claw clip like this. We've built some volume into the sides and such, so you don't wanna kind of pull it tight and get rid of it because the hair is still a little warm. Flip it and then let it rock. The reason I mention it being warm is the way that you get volume in the hair is that you heat it up and then let it cool down. If you heat your hair up and put all this volume into it, but then you start touching it or you don't give it the opportunity to get cool, it's not gonna lock into that either volume or curl. Now that I have my mohawk section here, I'm just gonna detangle. The idea here is to blow dry the hair in the opposite position or direction that it's gonna live when the style is done. So I want all of this hair to give me volume when it's going backwards. So therefore I'm gonna blow dry it forward, kind of straight in my face. I'm gonna take this in half, throw that bad boy back there for a minute, and then this is where your roller brush comes in. I'm gonna take this, blow dry this all forward with my round brush, and then set it in the Velcro roller. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and take my flat brush and then just blow dry the ends of my hair, make sure everything's dry all over. You definitely wanna make sure that your flat brush is heat safe so you don't melt your bristles while you're blow drying. I have my iron plugged in and heated up. When you have your iron on your counter, you have this clasp to make sure that you don't burn your countertop, but when you're curling your hair, you always wanna be mindful that that is pushed down so that you don't get your hair caught in it. I split my hair in half. I just have the, from kind of my ear down out. The rest is sectioned off and clipped away. I'm going to start on this side, bring it behind myself. I'm gonna put the hair in front of the iron, wrap it around. I'm going to flat wrap, so I'm not twisting the hair on the iron as I go. It's going on flat. I count to about 7 just to make sure my hair is heated up. I have very fine hair, so I don't need to leave it on the iron that long. And then you just drop it down and release. And you're gonna wanna let it rock and chill in that curl pattern to make sure that your curl stays locked and luscious. I'm gonna do it the opposite way. You always wanna curl your hair with 2 directions going on so it looks more natural. So since the hair was in front of the iron on this side, the other side, I'm gonna do it the opposite. So I had the hair in the front of the iron, now the hair is gonna go behind the iron. Same thing with blow drying. When you're doing any kind of hot tool, you wanna have tension and proper heat. It's a little bit awkward on the opposite side there, so once I have it all on the wand, I kind of just walk it back up towards my head. Hold it for about 7, unravel, and let it drop. So those are the 2 bottom sections. Now that they're done, I'm just gonna push them behind myself. My clasp down, drop it on my counter, take out my next section. Now I'm just gonna go above my ear You can use your fingers here. Once you get to the center, the back of your head, you can drop it down. Pull this forward so you just don't lose where you're at. Same thing on the opposite side. Just use my fingers to section it off. Pull it down, bring it forward, and then whatever is remaining, you clip away. So I'm just gonna repeat that now until I get to the top of my head, and then I'll take out my rollers. Next step now is to obviously take the rollers out and just continue to curl the rest of my hair. So first roller comes out in front, drop that down. Then our next roller, I'm gonna take my flat brush and then just brush that back and kind of push it from the back to let it fall into the part that you want it to go. So obviously now I'm just gonna finish curling up this section. Final product I'm gonna use is Lived-In Finishing Spray. Now that my hair is fully curled and cooled down, I'm gonna give a good spray all around with this. Be very mindful when you're spraying an aerosol that you wanna keep it 6 to 8 inches away. You can hold your head sideways and hold it out. You can flip your head over at this point and spray all over as well. The last piece you want to do for this look is to break up your curls. To make sure that everything looks lived in, I like to use a pick. You will go in kind of at the middle of your hair, pull down a little bit. The ends weren't fully curled because we left them off of the iron, but this gives it almost a backcombing effect and you can expand your hair out. Again, I have very fine hair with very low density, and kind of right now it looks like I have a bit of hair on my head above the ear, and just pull it down. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to hair.com and follow hair.com on Instagram. My Instagram is Ivani Smooth. If you do try out this look, make sure to tag me because I'd love to see your work.